Hi there, welcome back again with me, Mrs. Nana Paramasari, in the program Ruang Kelas Agropolitan TV. In the program of Let's Learn English, the fastest, the easiest, and exciting to learn English. Well, today I'm not alone because I have a friend. She is a student of the English language and literature of Malang State University. Her name is Ola. Well, and Miss Ola will be explain about the material English for tourism. English for tourism for the beginner, exactly. So, in this material, she will explain about the destination, a tourism destination in Batu, especially, and then the panorama of Batu. Why Batu is called as a tourism city, just like that. Okay, selamat datang kembali bersama saya Nana Paramasari di program Ruang Kelas Let's Learn English. The easiest, the fastest, and exciting in learning English. Jadi hari ini saya tidak sendiri, saya ditemani dengan salah satu mahasiswi dari Universitas Negeri Malang, jurusan Bahasa Inggris dan Sastra, Bahasa dan Sastra Inggris. Namanya Mbak Ola. Hari ini Mbak Ola akan menyajikan materi yang sungguh bagus sekali tentang English for Tourism, English di dunia wisata. Di situ nanti dia akan menjelaskan tentang destinasi wisata yang ada di Kota Batu dan bagaimana cara berbicara, atau mungkin ini lebih tepatnya jika menjadi seorang guide, how to explain about the English tourism in Batu, because Batu is the famous tourism city in the East Java. You know that? Yeah. Batu merupakan, mengapa kota Batu disebut sebagai kota wisata? Karena kota Batu mempunyai banyak sekali destinasi wisata. Destinasi wisata alam, buatan, dan juga education atau edukasi. So, English tourism is very important for the person who are on duty as a tour guide. Yeah, a tour guide usually have to explain about the destination tourism, yeah, and especially for the foreigner, maybe tourists from another country, and they have to giving something like services, not only how to guiding in the place, but they have to explain what is the destination, and then what is for, and then maybe the background of the tourism place, something like that. And also sometimes people from another country come to Batu because they want to explore the historical places. Yeah, historical places in Batu, there are so many, like in Selecta. Selecta is famous during in 1925. Yeah, I think because at that first time the Netherlands people come to Batu, and then they built something like a villa. Jadi salah satu tujuan wisata yang ada di Kota Batu bukan hanya untuk melihat keindahan saja, tetapi juga menikmati suatu budaya atau sejarah, kota sejarah yang ada di Kota Batu. Seperti yang saya jelaskan tadi, salah satunya adalah Selecta. Selecta itu merupakan, dulunya adalah sebuah villa bagi para orang Belanda di zaman dahulu. Okay? I don't want to waste the time, so Mrs. Ola will be explain that. Don't go anywhere after the break.
everyone, welcome to Ruang Kelas Let's Learn English Together, only on Agropolitan TV. Hi, I'm Ola Olivia Evelina. In this occasion, you can call me Ola. I'm an English language and literature student from Universitas Negeri Malang. I'm so happy that I'm here, that I can guide you to learn English a lot better. So our topic today will be talking about English for tourism. It sounds scary, right? But trust me, it is going to be so easy if you bear with me. So I would like you to imagine something. When you are in a alun-alun, or maybe you are walking around Jatim Park, maybe you might find a lot of international tourists. So you might be wondering, what can you do to help them, or how could you be possible to speak to them? So in this material, I will help you with that. So if you guys are wondering what and when can we use English to communicate with them, the first condition will be when you met Indonesian fellow, you could use Bahasa Indonesia to introduce Batu to them. But on the other hand, if you met international tourists, you could use Bahasa Inggris or English to describe a little bit more about your beautiful city or Batu in this point. And so if a tourist asks you, so what's Batu like? You will no longer stare at them and be scared or just run away from them. Instead, you will be saying really proudly like, so Batu is such a beautiful city in East Java. Or you could say, Batu is such a cold city. You might like it. So anyway, you guys, by the end of this session, you will be ready to speak up and be a proud tourist guide to them. So enjoy and let's bear it with me. Okay, so if you guys are wondering, why do I have to learn this? I rarely find them here. But you know what, you guys, this is such a nice thing to learn, and it is such an important thing to learn, because since you live in Batu, since Batu is a beautiful tourism city, you have to learn this. And anyway, you don't have to be worried, because I will be using all simple English, which is actually so easy to use and so easy to speak. So let's start our journey by learning how to talk about our beautiful city. In this part, I'm gonna use short and easy English words to describe what makes Batu special and what makes Batu unique from the other city in Indonesia. And after that, we are going to explore some of Batu's most beautiful attraction or destination in here. So let's get cracking. Alright friends, so have you ever heard of someone, or have you ever been told to describing Batu to someone who've never been there? I know, it might be scary, right? But trust me, it is such an easy peasy thing to do. So I'm going to give you 5 simple sentences to describe what Batu is. So that you could understand, so that you could describe it to other people better. The first sentence will be, Batu is such an amazing small city in East Java. This is such a great way to describe what is the uniqueness of Batu, and also mentioning where is the location of Batu is. The second sentence would be, it is so cold and beautiful. Again, this is such a general sentence you could talk to them, because it really generalifies what is the feeling of being in Batu like. The third sentence would be, Batu has many attractions. Let me repeat it again. Batu has many attractions. So this is also generify what is Batu like, or what to do in Batu. So you guys, this is really great. This is such a great way to introduce Batu to other tourists or international tourists. The next sentence will be, the people are friendly. Because you might be the first local person that they could ever met, you could mention this and show that the culture and the reason why tourists will feel welcome in Batu. Lastly, it is also called a little Switzerland in Java. So I'm going to give you a fun fact on this, because why is the reason why Batu calls Little Switzerland of Java? Because back in the 90s, I reckon, the Netherlands people used to think that Batu reminds them about being in Switzerland because of the really great view, the cold weather, and also the fresh air, and also last but not least, the mountains in Batu are really, really beautiful. And now I want to ask you guys, might be hard, but trust me, it is so easy to do. I want you guys to mention, why do you love Batu? It is so easy to describe what Batu is, but I want you guys to start saying the reason why you love Batu by, I love Batu because ... So, for example, in my opinion, I love Batu because there are lots of fun places to go. So I will never get bored since I live here, since I was born. And then now, it is your turn. Please do it on yourself. Please do it to your friends or your parents. I believe you guys will doing such a great job. And next, we are going to talk about some fun places that you could recommend to international tourists or even domestic tourists. Okay, you guys, let's learn about fun places that you could possibly do or they could possibly do while being in Batu. The first place that I'm going to show you would be Chandibak. Well, Chandibak is my all-time favorite place to go to Batu because there are a lot of fun attraction and a lot of fun rides to do. So the first sentence that I'm going to show you would be, Chandibak is a fun theme park. Again, this is such a general thing to say about Chandibak because it's really generalified what they would do in Chandibak. Next would be, it has science, animal, and games. Again, this is very generalified what they would do in Chandibak. It is the best way to describe what Chandibak is or what they are going to do in Chandibak. The next place will be Museum Angkut. Again, this is such a nice place to go to Batu. So I'm going to give you a little fun fact about Museum Angkut. So Museum Angkut is one of the biggest transport museum in Southeast Asia. It is such an interesting place to visit while in Batu. So you guys have to go there, or you guys have to recommend this place to people around there. Again, I'm going to give you BNS or Batu Night Spectacular. The name itself is spectacular and the place is spectacular. You could do a lot of things there and you guys have to recommend this place to international tourists. Okay, so the first sentence that I would give you would be, BNS is open at night, right? This is such an important message you have to give to them, because if they come to BNS in the morning, they are still not open yet, so you have to mention this. The second sentence that I would recommend you to give to them would be, there are lights, rides, and show. This is also important because they would know what to do or what they might expect while going to the BNS. All right, last but not least, the last bit I want to give you. Everyone, welcome back to RUANG class. Let's learn English only on Agropolitan TV. Hi, well, it's me again, Olivia Evelina, and I'm here to help with your English. So, in this section, I will be giving you 5 useful phrases that you could possibly give to the international tourists, and then I would also help you out with the question that international tourists may ask. So, bear with me, it will be so enjoyable. Alright, so if you guys are wondering what is the meaning behind this, what is the reason why do we have to learn this? So when a tourist might ask, again, once more, I will giving you I will tell you this. So you might be the first local person that they would ever met. So it is so important for you to be helpful, to be able to help them with confidence and of course with smile, with a big smile. That is really important on this. And okay, so let's keep going, okay? The first will be, I will giving you 5 polite phrases that you could possibly tell them. The first phrases would be, can I help you? Well, these phrases can you use while you when you find a tourist that might look confused or they might look searching for help. You can give this phrase and start the conversation from this phrase. The next phrase will be, let me show you. This is also helpful when they need you to give them direction or when you want to show them something. The next phrase will be, I'm happy to help. Well, this phrase is usually used in the end of the conversation. It is also such a great way to show your respect to them and show that you are care to them. The next phrase will be, please can you speak slowly? Oh, this is actually such a great phrase that you could say to them, because when they start to speak fastly and you couldn't catch up with them, you have to say this phrase. So I bet after you say this, they would slowly their speaking tense. So the last phrase that I would give you would be, I hope you enjoy it. You could say this after you give them recommendation of places, or after you say that I'm going to Charing Park. I hope you had so much fun, or I hope you get so much enjoy from that. So I'm going to give you a pro tip on this. You have to say these phrases with smile, because smiles always make English sound more friendly and confident. Even if you are only using simple words or your English ability is weaker than them. Now I want you and me guys to move on to common question tourists may ask. So in real life, tourists might come up to you and they would give you a question and you have to answer it with simple words, because simple words makes it even more clearer or even make it more useful. So the first question that I would give you would be, where's the toilet? Oh my god, this is actually such a scary question, because this is the most general question that they would probably ask you, but maybe you are kind of confused what to or how to respond them. So you can answer this question with, it's over there, or it's near the entrance. I'm sorry, I'm going to give you an example to answer this, like, it's over there, or it's near the entrance. The pro tip, you guys, you have to give the direction with pointing your hand or with hand gesture, because hand gesture helps you a lot and helps them to understand you better. So I want you guys to repeat the sentences after me. It's over there. Now it's your turn. Great job. You're doing so good. The second sentence would be, it's near the entrance. Cool job. So you guys are doing so much great. So perfect. Let's move on to question number 2, would be, how much is the ticket? Oh my god, this is another scary question they might probably ask you, but you guys don't have to worry. You would be answered like, it's 2,100 rupiah, or if it's free, you could say, it's free. Okay, it might be hard to say the number of the price, but I got a very useful tip for this. You could show the price on your telephone and you could show it to them and they would easily understand that. And I want you guys to repeat after me. The first one will be 20,000 rupiah. Great. The second example will be, it is free. Great job. Now let's move on to question number 3. The question will be, is it far? Well, how do you answer this, or how do you respond this? So maybe for some tourists, they could be they could be get tired easily, and they will ask this question and they want to know whether the place is far or close. So you can answer this by not far, just 5 minutes away, or you can walk to show how close the place is. So let's bear after me, let's say after me. The first one will be not far, just 5 minutes away. Great. The second will be you can walk. Great. Now you are such a great tourist guide. The fourth question they might get asked to you would be, can I take photos here? Can you? I mean, this is such an important question, right? Especially in the museum, traditional villages, or even events. So you could answer this question with number one, yes, no problem. Or it could be, photos not allowed, I'm so sorry. Well, the photos are not loved, I'm so sorry. It sounds kind of tricky to say, right? Because it shows rejection. It shows that the answer would be no. So my tips would be, if you answer it with the rejection, just please say it with a smile. They would understand you better and they will think that you are such a polite local. And then last but not least, this is the last question that they might get asked would be, do you speak English? Oh my God. Me personally, I would be so scared to answer this question. You know what? Because you don't know how your capability in speaking in English. So the first answer that you could answer to them would be just a little, or I will try. Please guys, smile and just be honest to them, because it is such not a problem if you have zero ability in speaking English, but you guys have to be confident to talk with them. And then let's say it after me, you guys, one more time. Number one would be just a little. Great job. Number two would be I will try. Cool. So you guys, great job anyway. Now you know five useful questions and simple answer to talk and to communicate with international tourists. So I'm gonna give you a quick tips for you guys. The number one quick would be hand gesture helps you a lot. This not only helps you but also helps the international tourists to understand you better. The second tip will be speak slowly and clearly. Alright friend, that's it for today, but before we finish, I'm going to show you 3 useful tips when you talk to them. So the first tips will be you have to use hand gesture to help them, because you know what you guys, this is such a fun fact. Hand gesture helps you a lot to communicate better with them and they could understand you a lot more better. And the second tips will be speak slowly and clearly. It is okay to do pause or to speak slowly, because speak slowly would make them understand you better. The third tips would be always smile and stay calm. I know it is so hard to stay calm while speaking in English, especially with international tourists who might have a better English ability than you. But anyway, you guys have to maintain your calmness. And remember, you don't need perfect grammar. You just need to be calm, confident, and clear. And that's it. And now you are unofficially a great ambassador of Kota Wisata Batu. I am so proud of you. Thank you so much for keeping the learning with me. And see you on the next section with Ma'am Nana.
Well, everybody, you have already learning about English for tourism for the beginner. It's not too difficult, right? Yeah, it's so fun. Okay, Mrs. Ola have already explained about what is like Batu is like, and then you have to explain about Batu is and then she explained the popular places in East Java like Batu, like she explained about the Jatim Park. What is Jatim Park like? And then she explained about how to speaking English with the tourists, especially when you are as a tour guide. Yeah, as a tour guide. And then what kinds of sentence or preset that you have to say for explain to the guide. Ya, tadi itu Mbak Ola sudah memberikan contoh-contoh sangat bagus sekali ya. Jadi bagaimana kita berbicara dalam bahasa Inggris for the beginner, untuk yang pemula. Jadi misalnya saya sudah menjelaskan tadi bahwa misalnya kita sebagai seorang tour guide, kita harus menguasai beberapa mungkin vocabulary atau kosakata. Misalnya mungkin misalnya ada seorang turis nih mau cari toilet, I won't go to the toilet, okay? Dan kita harus to explain clearly dengan jelas ya, and correctly. Oh yeah, it's over there, dengan gesture atau dengan ini ya, dengan gerak-geri. Jadi seperti itu akan mempermudah ketika berbicara dengan seorang turis. Apalagi tentu saja dengan turis dari negara lain ya. Well, English for tourism refers to the specific English language skill that needed vocabulary needed for the effective communication within the tourism as hospitality. Jadi di dalam bahasa Inggris tourism atau dunia bahasa Inggris di dunia pariwisata itu adalah skill yang mempelajari vocabulary atau mungkin komunikasi, bagaimana cara komunikasi yang efektif di dalam dunia pariwisata dan penggunaan bahasa yang tepat. Nah, namun kalau misalnya kita dalam berbicara dalam bahasa Inggris tidak usah terlalu cepat. Mungkin yang lebih jelas ada slowly but sure. Ya, seperti itu. Penggunaan bahasa yang tepat itu dibutuhkan dalam dunia pariwisata, terutama jika kita berinteraksi dengan turis atau wisatawan. I have already told that English for tourism is very, I think is a key aspect for the tourist guide. Jadi dalam dunia pariwisata, misal kita adalah seorang tourist guide, kita harus juga menguasai dalam bahasa Inggris. Jadi tidak hanya, karena apa? Karena turis-turis yang datang di kota Batu itu bukan hanya turis lokal saja, dan saat ini sudah mulai banyak berdatangan turis dari luar negeri. Jadi kita sebagai tour guide itu harus bisa berbicara bahasa Inggris walaupun sedikit demi sedikit. Kita hanya bisa menggunakan dengan kata-kata yang simple aja. Do not worry to make a mistake. I used to say like that. Do not worry to make a mistake. And then never use like a perfect grammar. No. Jadi kita tidak membutuhkan yang perfect grammarnya itu yang harus perfect sekali. Enggak. Yang paling penting itu adalah easy to understand. Oh, jadi maksudnya ini. Jadi interaksi antara tour guide dan turis akan tersambung seperti itu. Dan yang paling lebih penting kita ketika berbicara dalam bahasa Inggris atau kita memberikan giving services for the foreigner, we have to be humble. We have to be use your hospitality. Hospitality itu ramah tamah, and keep smile. Do not be hello mister, nice, no. Itu akan membuat seorang turis, waduh, jangan-jangan kok tour guide-nya udah kayak gini, ada masalah apa ya? Seperti itu. Well, the conclusion of the material for today is English tourism is very important, especially for the people that running business in tourism. Oke, mungkin nanti di waktu kesempatan yang lain saya akan memberikan materi yang lebih mungkin yang lebih menarik juga tentang dunia pariwisata, karena saya tahu bahwa Kota Batu adalah sebagai kota wisata dan banyak sekali pemuda-pemuda di sini bergerak di bidang bisnis pariwisata. Okay, guys, thank you very much for watching the Ruang Kelas Let's Learn English in the fastest, easiest, and exciting in Learn English di Agropolitan.